What's going on YouTube? Ben here. Welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you a tutorial on how you can use any font you want with Streamlabs. Let's get into this. So there's plenty of reasons as to why you would want to do this. For example, in the case I'm going to show here, it'd be to change the font of your chat box so that you can make it look a lot nicer with whatever layout you've created or what you want to use, if you want to use any specific fonts for it. Now, I'm only going to be targeting the font in this. I'm not going to target anything like alignment. I will do that in a future tutorial. So subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video to get a tutorial for that. But the font that that standard gets used with Streamlabs is called Roberto. It's the one that's used. So Streamlabs by default uses Google fonts only, but again, you can make it use any font you want. Now, if you scroll down on your chat box page on Streamlabs, you're going to come to an area that says Custom HTML/CSS. Now, you want to click on the CSS section, and this is what we're going to be targeting to create our changed font. I'm going to go to a website called Font Squirrel. When you're on this website, I'll link this in the description below, by the way. You're also going to need the font file that you want to use the font for, whether or not it's a TTF or an OTF file, it doesn't matter. Both will work. So get whatever font you want to use. Come to the website and click Web Font Generator. And with that, you're going to click Expert here, and we're going to go down, and you're just going to click on where it says Base64 Encode. So what that will do is it'll embed the font in CSS, which is exactly what we need to do, because we need to get it in the whole CSS code for it so that we can use it to get our font to work. Once you've done that, click Upload Fonts. Mine's called Milka, so I'm going to be using it. So once you've clicked Upload, it takes a couple of seconds, and then if you just go back to the bottom, click where it says, yes, the fonts I'm uploading are legally eligible for web embedding, and click Download Your Kit. This will take anywhere from 5 to 20 seconds, depending on the speed of your internet, how big and bold the font is, how much it has to convert to CSS. So it really does depend on that, all of those factors generally, because the download size is really not that big, because all you're downloading is a Cascade style sheet or a CSS code, which is exactly what we want to do. So it's just going to run this through. So this is a font that has a lot of CSS. So because it has a ton of CSS, it's going to give us a massive file, or at least it's going to give us a bigger file compared to in terms of what else you would be using. It's generated, so here we are. So then we've got the stylesheet.css. So you're going to double tap and open that, and this is what it's going to give you. It's going to give you this part at the top, and then it's at font face, and then it'll go, depending on how much CSS there is to use. So from the bottom of it, where you have this closed bracket, you want to highlight it and copy all the way up to where it says at font face, and you're going to hit copy. Once you've done that, go back to Streamlabs, go to CSS, and you're going to go ahead and go from here all the way across and get rid of that and just paste this in. So now it'll say at font face. Now we're not done. This isn't it, because if you just hit to save it here, all it's going to do is do this. It's going to convert it to Times New Roman. What we actually need to do is we need to create a gap, and then we're going to go ahead and put in star and then close brackets. You're going to type in font hyphen family with a little double dot there. I can't remember what that's called off the top of my head now. And then you're just going to copy where the parts are there, copy it and paste this in, and then hit save settings. Now this may not work directly straight away. You'll probably see it might not work here immediately. So we've saved settings and nothing is happening, which is fine. Oh, there we go. So it is happening. But sometimes what you need to do is just go up to where it says themes or reload the page, and then it'll work. But this is what it will look like. It'll use the font that you've picked. And then, of course, from there, you can toy with anything else you want, like font size. So if you want to make sure that everything is visible, there we go. So now we've got all names, all labels, and all icons, and then the font itself. If you want to see more like this on YouTube, don't forget you can support the channel completely for free just by liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget you can also support the channel even further by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month. And don't forget, I do live stream. When I go live here on YouTube and over on Twitch. My streams here and TikTok, my streams here on YouTube and on TikTok are in the shorts form feed. If you want to see my streams in full 1080p, feel free to join me on Twitch. The link is in the description below.